Nocked and Ready to Rock.
Welcome to the new series, Nocked and Ready to Rock. And this is going to be an awesome series that's going to literally take a brand new bow out of the box and have it totally field ready by the end of this season of Nock On. So you're going to want to make sure that you set your recorders so that you're going to continually be able to watch exactly what we do each episode. Now the first thing that we need to go over before we start setting up our bow is the bow press, because a bow press can literally make or break your archery equipment. Now a lot of the newer style bows are designed much differently than ones several years ago, and a lot of the newer presses are made specifically for all these newer bows. So if you do have a current bow, say within the last 7 or 8 years, you're going to want to make sure that you look at getting the correct press. This is an XPress Pro. I've used XPress models for almost a decade now, and I really like how they function. This XPress Pro is extremely safe, it's easy to use, and what I really like about it is that it is designed specifically to simply flex the limb and not put pressure on the riser. A lot of the older style models that are out there, they either had wheels that pressed on the riser or a strap that pulled down on the center of the grip, and that put a tremendous amount of load on the riser itself. And on a lot of the newer style bows, you can actually damage that riser by using those older presses. One great thing that you can do throughout this whole series is you can go on to LancasterArchery.com and go to their Pro Picks page and select myself, John Dudley, and you'll be able to monitor every single piece of archery equipment that I buy for my personal use. I think this is great because I constantly get asked what type of new equipment that I'm trying, and this part of their website allows you to monitor that. Now another thing is, if you're not using a Hoyt, you can go to the XPress website and you'll be able to see a number of videos that I've done in very specific detail on how to set up an XPress exactly for different types of bows that are on the market. So you can make sure that you're doing it perfectly the right way. Now what I've done here is I've adjusted these inside holders as far out on the riser as possible. I'm actually right in the same position as when this limb is pivoting on the limb pocket. Then I've adjusted this wheel, which pushes on the limb, directly below the axle and also completely free of the cam. That's two things that you really need to know when adjusting this top portion of a bow press. You don't ever want to push on a cam, you don't ever want to press on an axle or any type of metal device that some companies have up here for either string dampening devices or even limb holders that some companies have. So you can see that I'm free of the axle, free of the cam. I've gone ahead and moved this out here to the pivot point of the limb. I've secured this, and then a few turns of this press and my string is already depressed and we're completely ready to work on this bow. So make sure you do some research, get the right press, and make sure you set that recorder, because by the end of this season, I'll guarantee you, you're going to be an at-home bow mechanic pro.
Nocked and Ready to Rock.